Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatron speaking. I have some messages for you, of course. Um, Remember how I mentioned in other videos how recently my guides, or really Metatron, when I go to do like an oracle card reading for myself to get personal messages for myself, instead the cards they are giving me are representative of either past lives they're going to show me. Um, or sometimes it's somebody I'm going to channel and the message is related to what's on that card. So they've done this again because I can never just get a normal message. I'm going to do one of the cards today. I want to show you all of the cards now. The messages have been coming in really, really fast lately, and I'm sorry for the camera moving. This is, you know, can you look at the camera? Can you look at the camera? Make you look good. There you go. Um, so he's wiggling around down there. But ever since, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I had a video about a being who was called Kwamya. He was blue and had like, big head on top. Um, and he was from Cybootes. I have to think about how to say that planet. And he did like a kind of like a healing on me before I channeled him, and he gave me like a fantastic message. Um, but whatever he did during that adjustment or that healing, holy cow. So my channeling has been coming in clearer. There's more of it. It's coming in more frequently. I'm more psychic. Like everything is going amazing. So um, with these oracle cards, I've been getting messages back to back to back to back to back to back. So I have a lot of them already. I don't have all of them. So let me show you. Let me show you some of them. So there's so many cards. They had me pull like a ridiculous amount. So this is the card we're going to talk about today. These are other cards. Sorry, they're shiny. That they've already given me messages for. I'm in the process of getting a message for this guy. These are ones that I haven't gotten a message for. Sorry, trying to see if it's shiny. There we go. Haven't gotten a message for these yet, but it'll be coming. Um, don't want to lose track of all these cards. Then I have this huge stack of cards that all of these cards together were a single message, a single channeling. So I'll be doing a video on that. And I have other cards down here, so I don't. They had me pull like a stupid amount of cards. I think it was like 30 cards. So I don't know if all of them are messages or not. But let me find my phone. And again, let me show you if I can find it. Nope. Nope. Yep. This is the guy we're doing today. So when I saw this one, it's a wolf. I immediately thought white wolf because I have a spirit guide that is a white wolf. And I'm aware of that because before I could channel, when I used to do a lot of meditation because I was trying so hard to connect to my guides and get messages and pictures. I would see, I would get pictures of this white wolf. And so I knew he had to be one of my spirit guides. Um, but after that, I never thought about it. I never thought about him. I never tried to communicate with him, not even realizing that that was probably something I should do. Anyways, so this wolf's name, or my spirit guide's name, and I'm asking like this is his name that I call him in this form, is Aranyu. Aranyu. And so I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to read through what I have here. I feel a strong friendship, a strong love and loyalty between he and I. I feel like we have gone on a million adventures together. And I suppose we have, with me always in a different body and he as my guide. So, and this is common for a lot of us when we have guides, most of the time, a lot of the time, they are guides we always have with every incarnation. Um, Other times, it might be a guide that's really specific to something that you're trying to do in that lifetime, and so they're joining you for that lifetime. Like maybe in that lifetime you're a musician, but you aren't normally a musician, so you have Archangel Sandalphon join you to help you with that. So some guides come and go, either for lifetimes or throughout one single life, and other guides are just always there. So this is one of my guides that's always there. He is protective of me. He goes in front of me to check my path. This is like a it's kind of weird because I want to say it's symbolic or spiritual or energetic, but feels kind of literal too. But basically, where I'm choosing to go in life, he's going first. He's a few steps ahead of me to see what's up ahead. Um, so he goes in front of me to check my path to see if it's clear, to see if it's safe for me to travel on. He is reliable, constant, loyal. I feel very safe with him. I ask him if he is always with me, and he says yes. And when he says yes, I feel his higher self energy. And whenever I can feel their higher self, I know if I know that energy, because the energy depends on, who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with gods or you're dealing with archangels or you're dealing with, whatever the case may be, extraterrestrial guides, when you get to their higher self, that's like their core essence of who they are. That's like everything that they are. And that's the energy that I always get from interacting with the archangels. And so everyone to me, in my mind, ties back to an archangel because that's how I associate it. Although really it's not that they tie back to an archangel necessarily. It's just that is their truest form. Um, so I feel this white wolf's energy. I recognize it as familiar energy. It's Raphael. So there was so much love coming off of him initially that I actually had to ask if it was Metatron because Metatron is has like a really sorry, gonna adjust this, has a really strong, intense love energy, and it's just beautiful and overwhelming. And um I felt so much of that I was like, is this Metatron? And they're like, no. And I'm like, Raphael. Because and this is my opinion of the energies, the way I feel Metatron's energy and the way I feel Archangel Michael's energy, if you were to combine those two energies, so it's like I read Metatron as being love, 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 safety, love and safety. So I read Metatron that way, and I read Michael as kind of fun, um, kind of outgoing and more physical, more which is weird because he's an energy, but he moves my body a lot. He'll like squeeze my leg or whatever. But I read them these two different ways. But Raphael is both of those, which blows my mind, and I don't quite understand it why I read it that way. But so he's like two wonderful beings combined, basically. Um, so I ask him why, and actually I want to tell you one other thing. I have Metatron on this side of me. I have Michael on this side of me. I don't know if I ever mention it. Raphael is directly behind me. He always is. Always. I have like certain guides that never leave, and so he's always there. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay, and you guys are the same way too. You don't realize it, but you have these guides that orient on certain positions of you. So over time you'll figure out, oh, it's blah 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 on my right side and it's so and so on my left side. And then as you get more into it, it's like, oh yeah, so and so's back right and the other person's back left. And this person's at a diagonal. Like it's ridiculous, but it turns out like that. So I ask this white wolf why he is white instead of another color, because it has to be relevant. Color is extremely relevant in the spiritual world. He tells me it's because he's a divine spirit guide. I've never heard of that before, so I asked if there are divine spirit guides and regular spirit guides. Like, are these two different categories of guides? And he says yes. So he tells me that a divine spirit guide is when the soul traces back to an archangel. So I guess I should say divine animal spirit guide. Yes, there we go. That would be more correct. So when their soul traces back to an archangel, then it's divine. And so other ones just trace back to another soul other than an archangel. And so all of a sudden, no coincidence, I suddenly remember my lion guide. Remember, I don't know, this is a long time ago I talked about this. I have actually two of them now. I have two huge lion guides that have white wings. I don't think I ever figured out what to call them, or maybe I did and I've already forgotten. They might have told me what the species name was. I think they did, but I never recall these things this far out unless I constantly use the information. But anyways, lion with wings. And so I'm thinking, white wings on an animal. My gosh. It's Michael. This has to be Michael because remember, I told you guys that Michael's symbol that he likes to use for me to identify him is a lion. So anytime I pull like a card or an oracle card up and there's a lion on there, I'm like, oh, Michael. Or anything. Anytime I see one out somewhere, it's Michael saying hello. It's Michael giving a message. It's Archangel Michael. So the fact that I have these lion guides with wings, I was just blown away that I didn't recognize that these were the soul of Archangel Michael. And it's kind of funny because these lion guides are like super similar to Oliver. Super similar to Oliver. Like they're like big, beautiful. Sorry, that's my mic. Big, beautiful, lazy, plush little things. Not really little, they're huge. And they kind of just, I don't want to say they're lazy, but they kind of look like they're lazy. Like they're always sleeping, they're always laying down, they're always relaxing. Kind of like this guy. The only time I've ever seen those lion guides go bananas is when I go to the astral realm to do work. And then they're crazy then. Then they're like vicious. And I won't even tell you the things I've seen them do because it's unsettling, but they're very, very, very protective. All right, so let me get back to my thing here. So my wolf, that white wolf guide that I have, because I'm aware when I go to the astral realm, I know which guides come with me and which guides don't. Not all of my guides go with me. It's not a safe place. It's a place that you go when you are trained and willing to be in there. You don't just wander in there for fun, or you really shouldn't because it's going to end poorly. So my white wolf doesn't go with me, and it makes perfect sense because Raphael behind me never goes with me to the astral realm. But ha ha ha, Mike, of course, Archangel Michael goes with me. He leads the event basically, and I have both of my lion guides who always come with me. Of course they do. It's the same soul. Um, And I just want to give a shout out to Jeremiel, who is the Archangel of Visions. So Raphael is behind me, kind of a little bit more on this side. Jeremiel's a little bit off to the side over here. And so he is like the hardest working archangel. I never speak to him. I should probably do that because my strongest psychic ability is with my sight, and so he's running the whole show. He's the one that shows me all of the past lives. He's the one that shows me all the psychic things. Of course, I have other abilities, but that is my strongest ability. So, shout out to Jeremiel, Archangel of Visions, who's constantly helping me every day. Da, 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 da. Okay, so back to the white wolf. So I'm like, okay, I know who you are now. What is your message for me? Because I was supposed to be channeling messages from these individuals. So here's his message. On each journey, there are guides looking ahead, planning, calculating. We ensure the road you are on is passable. We ensure there are no unexpected dangers. And if there are, we neutralize the danger. And so I think back to, I don't know, a few weeks back when I almost got into a car accident because there was a huge truck that was going super fast and was going to run into me. And I think of how that wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't part of my life plan. And so my guides intervened and stopped it. So back to the message. We do not sleep. We do not rest. You are safe with us. We never tire. When your road gets difficult, we are there, leading the way out, helping you step over each obstacle. We take every step of your journey just like you do. We do not abandon you in good times or in bad times. Sometimes you are tired of the journey, and you sit down and you give up for a time. When you do this, we build you a fire and we bring you blankets and food. And one day, when you are ready again to try, we head out again on the journey. When you sleep on us, surrounded by us. We are always your protectors. And so that's the end of the message. And I'm just checking with Metatron, is this really like only from animal spirit guides? And he's saying, no, this is really all of your spirit guides who are permanent guides. They're always there. They're always taking care of you. They're always looking out for you. And they really do take every mundane step of our journeys with us, which is incredible. Um, it just shows like an incredible love that they have, because how boring would it be to just follow any one person around all day? Because most of our days are pretty darn boring, right? I mean, we're on our phones, we're typing an email, I don't know, we're sleeping, we're eating. Like, how exciting could it be? So, anyways, this is the end of the message. I'm gonna have many more videos. Some of these messages coming up are incredible. So stay tuned for more. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.